Hello and welcome everyone to another Starcraft 2 England stream. Got a game here today between LiquidRet and ViOlet, and this is from the Team Liquid replay pack released on the 17th of February 2012. It is the Ret replay pack and you can get it from the Team Liquid homepage. So, Team Liquid Pro homepage that is. So, I mean, have a look at it, it's absolutely great. As always, Team Liquid are fantastic releasing replay packs every week or so, which are full of high quality games and are really good to watch. So this game between Ret and ViOlet is on Teldarim Altar. We've got ViOlet playing as the red Protoss in the southeast position and Ret as the blue Zerg in the southwest. This Overlord is on its way going up, so won't scout first, which doesn't really matter. The pylon is on its way down already, meaning that it's probably going to be a forward fast expand build, which is incredibly safe on this map. And I mean, the only thing which will really happen is if you happen to be unlucky and you get a first scout from the Zerg who went for a very early pull. But I don't think that's going to be happening, although having said that, that was an 11 pull. So I didn't watch this game through actually, and that's unlike me, but I'm in a bit of a time pressure at the moment. I wanted to get one more cast done. So this is going to be an 11 pull, and I mean, if it's scouted, which I don't think it will be. I mean, an 11 pull isn't particularly unusual. He has gone straight again for drones, so it's really just to prevent any cannon play, I would imagine, rather than some form of really early Zergling aggression. But we'll wait and see, depending on what he does with the lava he produces. But considering he's not banked any up, I don't think there's going to be any kind of sixling push coming in. So this should be pretty safe now for ViOlet. He is just playing incredibly standard. There is a drone going out to scout now, and there's 2 lings on the way, 4 lings on the way. And again, this is a pretty normal build. It was a 11 pull going into 4 Zerglings just to prevent any cannon play, so I don't think that will really matter. This probe has now scouted. He's going to hide in the bushes here, which a bit stalkerish, but it's absolutely fine for a game of StarCraft. Don't do it in real life. He should be able to get some cannons down behind this natural base if he wants to, and these Zerglings are actually just going to run straight out, so I don't think Ret's going to be going for an early pull. He might do, but I just foresee it being a bit risky because he's not going to have anything to deal with any kind of cannon pressure, and I don't even think he's got vision out yet. I mean, this Overlord is here, but if ViOlet was to stick down the cannons early, I mean, just missed a bit there, but that is a very good wall off. That cannon position means those Zerglings aren't going to be going in anywhere. The Zerglings, these 2, did obviously spot the probe and take it out, so we are back into a very standard game now. We're not going to see any early pressure from either side, or rather any exceptionally early pressure anyway. A gas just being taken now for ViOlet, so he's going in for a pretty standard build, nothing unusual. LiquidRet is just getting these rocks down to take a 3rd base, not taking any gas, which is exactly what you want to be doing in this situation. If the Protoss does go for a forward fast expand, you want to get your 3rd base out as quickly as possible, then build up some spine crawlers and send in a scout just to see if there's going to be any airplay or a big gateway push, because really that depends how you deal with it. I mean, if it's a gateway push, you just throw down lots of spine crawlers, get a roach warren if you don't already, and basically hold it off perfectly happily. Whereas if it's airplay, you obviously need spore crawlers, queens, or a lair with hydralisks or a spire. So this Overlord will scout out everything. I mean, it's a bit of an early scout. Now, it doesn't matter because there isn't a cybernetics core anywhere near finished yet, so there won't be any form of stalker out to deal with it. But again, LiquidRet won't really see much. You will see there is only 1 gas taken, which probably means there isn't going to be any super early Stargate play. But he also is going to critically spot there is chrono boosts going off on the Nexus, which means they're probably not getting chrono boosted for any gateway research. A Zealot on its own is going to come out, but Queen can deal with a Zealot on creep quite easily, especially 2 queens, so it's just going to sit there tower. A 2nd Zealot coming out with +1, and we could see a +1 Zealot timing push come in. The 2 gases are coming down for Ret now, no 3 and 4 as of yet. Injects are down nicely, creep spread is down very nicely. These rocks are going to be pretty much going down, and these rocks are a reason why many Zerg players downvote Teldarim Altar and also Shattered Temple, because the rocks on the 3rd, there isn't really any effective way for Zerg players to deal with it, and it basically means that they're going to be behind economically to the Protoss player if they get a Forge Fast Expander. So there is a Chrono Boost going down on the +1 and also the Warp Gate research, so I'd almost guarantee we're going to see some kind of early pressure, gateway pressure, probably Zealots going in. +1 Zealots are incredibly effective, but there is a Roach 1 halfway down for LiquidRet, so assuming he gets those Roaches out, he should be absolutely fine, because Zealots aren't good against Roaches in the slightest. The third base down already for LiquidRet. We've got some good Zergling pressure here, just forcing the Zealot back, meaning he does get control of the Watchtower. A pylon is down here, but it's going to get scouted. There's a second, the probe is up here ready to do another pylon, but because that is going to get scouted, he will force it back and will prevent any warp-ins later on. Warp Gate tech is literally just finished now, and these Zealots are going in. +1 has just finished as well, so we may see a warp-in up here, in which case the Zerglings wouldn't be able to deal with it. These Zealots have been scouted by the Watchtower. They're going to come into the third base to try and pressure it. A Dark Shrine on its way now for ViOlet as well. Although Lair Tech is on the way, so an Overseer should be coming out. And also an Evolution Chamber, so they can get Spore Crawlers. That third base is just going to finish. The Roaches are going to come out, so these Zealots aren't going to cause any difficulty at all. Although 4 more have been walked in now. These Zealots are going to be forced back. One may go down to the Roaches. But with so many Roaches there isn't going to be any problem. It will force ViOlet back. I mean, he'd be pretty crazy to try and go for it against a Roachling army with just Zealots. So it will force him back. These Roaches are actually looking to go and take out the pylon. May try and intercept some Roaches, some Zealots on the way, because they have been spotted by the Watchtower. These Roaches are going in. The pylon is going to go down, although there's some more Zealot warp-ins going in. So those Zerglings won't fare too well against +1 Zealots, because they will kill them in 2 shots rather than 3. The speed research for Roaches is being done. The Dark Shrine finishing up now, although there is 2 Spore Crawlers straight away going in. One at the expansion, one at the third base, and one down the front ramp. So those Dark Templar aren't going to do any damage, and they have been warped in, but oh, there they are. So there's 4 Dark Templar in now, which means that they can easily snipe that Spore Crawler, which could do incredible damage, because if that Spore Crawler goes down, there is no way for LiquidRet to quickly deal with them. +2 is on the way. Obviously these DTs are +1, and I mean, he's going to focus fire that Spore Crawler, and that Spore Crawler will go down, I think, before anything else can happen. There's an Overseer being morphed in right now, but the Queen will go down straight away. And it'll be interesting to see whether he tries to snipe the hatch or just deal a lot of damage to drones, and it looks like he's favouring drones, which is guaranteed damage. I don't think he will be able to get the hatchery down before an Overseer gets in. The Overseer is there, so the DTs will go down, although if we take a quick look at the Lost tab, there has been 17 now. 17 drones have died to those Dark Templar, I believe. So that's quite a lot of damage, and I can hear Dark Templar somewhere else. They're in the main base, actually, and I apologise for missing that, but again, they seem to have done a lot of damage to the drone line there. The drones have been pulled out, but there's so many Roaches on their way. Blink research is pretty much halfway done, +2 halfway done. The Overlord is down on the third base, going out into a side position here, and I don't think it's going to be able to be scouted by that Overlord. So there is a hidden third base now for ViOlet. Hydralisks are coming out. Now Hydralisks, I think, is a good choice here. They are very strong against any form of gateway pressure, and there is, as of yet, no Stargate. The DTs will have given away that he has gone for that Twilight Council, so I don't think there's any threat of a Media Colossi, which would obviously be very strong against a Hydralisk army. But also there's no Stargates, probably. There's a lot you can deduce from those DTs because they're so gas heavy. Those Zerglings are going to scout round, and it'll be check the rocks haven't gone down. But I'm amazed he hasn't gone to check up here. But we'll wait and see if he does. So far, it's just a lot of gateways down. ViOlet is just playing very defensively, getting those cannons up, a Zealot there as well. So we're not going to see any Ling Run base deal any damage there. He has got 2 Evolution Chambers down, but only 1 is researching at the moment. So we might see +2 weapon ranged attack come out. The lair is down. Pathogen glands are being researched from this infestation pit. Again, a lot of probes are coming in. I think it may have been scouted by that Watchtower if TLO was paying very close attention. But again, we're getting some gas down straight away. And tech-wise, +3 is already on its way. So we might see some kind of +3 attack warp gate push. I mean, there's no other tech on the field. I mean, he could get some Archons out, but it would be quite gas intensive. And there we go, 2 robotics facilities. So he is aware that there is a very roach heavy army for LiquidRet. So we may see an Immortal or 2, or possibly just go straight into Colossi. But either way, it should be quite effective. These lings are 0-0 to a +2 Zealot. So the Zealot does get some kills, but it shouldn't matter too much. If we go and have a look at the income tab, I mean, LiquidRet is miles ahead. He's, well, only slightly ahead in economy, but miles ahead in supply. So that supply lead could be very effective, but obviously there's a massive upgrade advantage for ViOlet. I mean, it's +1 armor to +1 attack, and +1 attack and +2 armor is on its way for Ret, but +3 attack is about to finish up for ViOlet in about 30 seconds time, and he's actually going straight for Colossi and observing a warp prism, so we might see a drop coming in, and we've actually got to move out now by LiquidRet. This is quite a scary army. There's a lot of Burrowed Infestors, a lot of Roaches, and a lot of Zerglings. But this is a very good defensive position for ViOlet. I mean, those Stalkers are pretty much going to have to blink back or they will die. +3 isn't quite done yet, so ViOlet really wants to wait until that +3 goes down. The Spire has been timed perfectly. The Spire should actually be able to get out a few Corruptors before the Colossi go down. And now, why I'm really hoping doesn't happen for LiquidRet's sake is if he just walks in there. If he doesn't know about the cannons, all of those Infestors could go down. These pylons are going to go down as well. I don't think those units are going to survive the warp in. They will get killed. The pylons are going to kill it all, and there's just so many units coming in. There is a great fungal growth off there. A lot of infested Terrans coming out straight away. Absolutely amazing fungal growth. And ViOlet is actually supply blocked, but there's so many infested Terrans. Some Dark Templar there, and LiquidRet has actually now just maxed out. And I don't know if ViOlet has got enough to do this. He's got a 70 supply deficit to LiquidRet. There's a lot of infestors there, but those force fields are absolutely great. Going to be able to snipe off some infestors, although that's a good burrow play there. There's no detection for ViOlet as far as I can see. The Dark Templars are staying around the back, although this is a big push coming in from LiquidRet. So many infested Terrans, which just do a lot of damage, only cost energy. But we do have 2 Colossi coming out now. I think they are being chrono boosted out, so if those Colossus do come out while this wall holds, it will force LiquidRet back, although he's just remaxing on Roaches. And I mean, that Cybernetics core going down is a big hit. It means no more Stalkers for the short term for ViOlet, and I think LiquidRet's actually happy with that. He's pulling back now. There's a lot of Dark Templar, a lot of Stalkers, but he is just very quickly remaxing on Roaches. He has got Adrenal Glands on the way, +2, a Greater Spire as well, so he should see some Broodlords. That Overseer is now giving vision of the high ground, so another pylon getting sniped out by LiquidRet, which is great work. And I mean, this third base could be very weak. That's a lot of Roaches, very little defense up there at the third base, but I don't know why he isn't going for it. I assume he does know about it. And again, just another big push coming in. There are some Colossus down, but obviously Roaches are very strong. They've got massive health pools and quite good armor, so the Colossi won't be able to do a lot of damage, and all those Stalkers are going down. And the Cybernetics core is going to be finishing up for ViOlet quickly to replace the one LiquidRet killed, but all those Roaches are in. I mean, it'd have to be a massive warp in of Stalkers, where so far there's only 2. Those Colossi coming in, pulling the probes as well, and I mean, he should be able to hold this. I don't think ViOlet will have any trouble now, because the probes are there, the 2 Colossus are out, and they are obviously +3 attack Colossi. So that's a lot of damage, but I mean, there's 1 Roach left in there, but the Zealot is going to kill that along with the Colossi. But again, LiquidRet is still so far ahead. He's taking down his 4th base as well. This 3rd base has been happily mining for a long time, getting quite a few Corruptors out now to deal with the Colossi. Some of them can morph into Broodlords as well, because Greater Spire has been done. +3 armor and +2 melee attack is finishing off. So is Adrenal Glands, so those Zerglings will be very effective now, although the Colossi will strongly counter those Zerglings just due to splash damage and the fact they do so much damage at +3. Having said that though, a lot of Roaches, a lot of Corruptors. Looks like he's going to be resupplying mainly on Roachling, which isn't a mistake by any means. The Adrenal Glands are down, and this could be a nice little Ling run by. I'm not sure if he's going to go for it, which he could. He could very easily just do a Ling run by to that 3rd base to completely deny it, but instead just remaxing up. A lot of infestors there, taking a 5th base up in the very north position. And while there's not too much going on, I'll quickly say taking this base on Telderim is brilliant as a Zerg player, as far away as possible, because with Colossi, the Protoss army is very slow, so if they did go up there to try and kill it off, obviously you could just run back in, and there's going to be a big engagement here. That Overseer is going to go down. There's 4, 5 Colossi, although there's great fungal growth going off, some great infestors, another fungal growth. So many Corruptors are in there. They are going to get down those Colossi numbers, although the Roaches are doing incredible damage to the Stalkers. I think all the Colossi are going to go down, but ViOlet will be able to hold this down. One Colossi does stay up, a great forward blink. All those Corruptors are going to die now, or is one going to survive with his life? Oh, no, not quite. Which, again, still doesn't matter. LiquidRet is so far ahead. I mean, if we go to the unit tab, he's only on 70 drones. So, it's 70 drones to 67 probes. So, this supply advantage is all coming from units, but I just can't see where they are. Maybe I'm being blind, but there's this dangerous push from ViOlet. He's taking this chance with the upgrade advantage. There is a Colossus there as well, which will be able to do an awful lot of damage. Although there comes the Roaches, and that is an absolutely great surround. The Colossi will go down, but still we've got +3 armor versus +3 attack, and only +1 attack for the Roaches. So the Roaches could do a lot of damage, but they are going to get picked off quite easily by the Stalkers. The Stalkers are blinking in, and LiquidRet actually GG's. I was not expecting that. LiquidRet was in such a strong position. But there we go. Great play by ViOlet. I certainly wasn't expecting him to pull that game back as well as he did. I think if I had to highlight LiquidRet's mistake, it would be not going for this base sooner. And I mean, if I just take a quick look, he does know this base is here. And because he had ViOlet pinned back in this position for so long, I don't understand why he didn't just send some of those really quite heavily upgraded Lings to just take out this base. There's only 3 cannons there, and I mean, there could have been a warp in, but with only 1 pylon, he could have focused even down the pylon and prevented a warp in, but for whatever reason, ViOlet played amazingly. Congratulations to ViOlet. I am going to try and get another cast of one of LiquidRet's games up. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos, and I look forward to hearing any comments or opinions you have on my casting. Try and keep them nice. No, I'm only kidding. If you want to slave me, that's fine, although I am trying to improve. Thank you very much for watching, and tune into my next video.